Hello everybody, Heath the Vlogger Guy here. Anybody who watched my original page before I removed all of my vlog videos and turned it into a strict gamer vlog would know that I did a Skylander video early on in my YouTube career. Most of us, we call them a career because we really enjoy doing it, and we want to bring people closer to the things that we do. So today is no different. I'm going to do a Skylander video with my son Hunter, and we're going to show you, as you can see behind me, all of the most of the Skyline. If I showed you every one of them, we would probably be here for at least an hour or so. So we'll show you some of them. And we're going to start off with the newest ones, which is the Imaginators. Now, what the Imaginators are, is you use these little crystals here. We got two of them. Unfortunately, both are fire. And what you can do is you can make your own Skylander out of these Imaginators. So we have Hunter's, which he named Rexy because he wanted it to kind of look like a dinosaur. Mine's called Bone Snake. Now, basically you pick the kind of Skylander you want it to be. And, hold on, give me a second. Hunter, can you go grab my soda off the counter over there?
Okay.
I'm going to send my son off to go do something real quick because my mouth is dry because of my dentures. So that's what you do is you pick the kind of Skylander you want it to be.
How do I get out here?
And then, like my son, you went with what kind? Did you go with the ninja? Yeah, my son went with the ninja, and I went with a swashbuckler. Go ahead and step back a little bit. So that's what you do, and then you pick the head, the body, the feet, the arms, the tail, so on and so on, and you create your own Skylander.
Yep, you
And then
do.
when we get more of these things, I plan on live streaming them on my main page. So anybody who watches my main page, who's into my games, as soon as we get some more stuff, we'll do the Imaginators. Also, the Imaginators came with what they called the Senseis, which are, this guy right here is one of the Sensei, and he is of the Brawler class.
And the magic one is
And
right
then,
there.
yes, well, the game also came with one of the magic, which, if you remember, if you ever watched Trap Masters, is the Golden Queen, is the Magic Sensei.
Yeah, it is the magic
So-
sensei. It makes every bad guy golden.
And that's just the starter kit. Now, currently on my gaming page, I am doing Swap Force.
Yeah.
Because I just purchased it for the PS4, and I went and got so I can live stream that one. So if you're into the Skylander games, go to my gamer page, which is almost like this page, Heath the Vlogger Guy. Well, for my gaming page, which was my original main page, it's just Heath the Gamer Guy. All separate words, Heath the Gamer Guy.
Yeah.
If you want to watch what I have so far,
OEEP.
go to that page. And that is these guys right here. The reason they call them Swap Force is because you can pull them apart and take any other one of them that we have, like this guy, and then you can put them together, and basically they become a dual set. Like the squid guy is water, this platform is air. So basically, there's doors that take 2 different classes to get into them. Some might need magic and air. Some might need life and fire. Basically, you put them together like this to create 2. Also, if you notice here on the front of the platform is a different icon. What does this one stand for?
The spin ability.
Okay, so he says it's a spin ability. So, and there's certain things in the game that require that. So now you can either use the Skylander with his proper top, or if you're using another top like I've been using fire, you can just put the bottom on top of the fire and it becomes a spin one. And this guy has a ladder on it, and that basically stands for the climb ability. So basically he'll climb up the wall and he has to avoid rocks and things that are falling, so on and so forth. So, you know, they make it so you've got to basically use a lot of these different guys
And let me get out another
to get through this game. Whether it be, you know, this guy's a dig ability.
And this is a spring ability.
Yup. This guy, well, they can't see it if you don't bring it up. And that guy is a spring ability, basically means he can jump.
Yeah.
Another one is a teleport ability. Another one is a sneak.
No, this is the spin ability. Remember?
I know that.
There's 2 of them.
This guy right here, this guy is the sneak ability. Basically, you can make him go invisible for a little while to avoid light. I've only dealt with one stealth one so far in the Skylander game. And then this guy here has what they call the teleport ability. Basically means he can teleport from different spots, you know. And I've done his a couple of times. And then let's see, the other one here is the rocket ability.
The other rock ability is older.
Yeah, he's got jets on his feet and he can fly. And so those are some of the swap masters. And here, this guy has got the dig ability. And you can see he's got the shovel on his platform.
Let me go get the chest.
No. We don't need those. So those are the SWAT force. What do you want to go on to next?
Fire!
No. Do you want to do giants next?
No, fire.
Okay, so you want to do the regular Skylanders first. Okay, so give me a second here. Trying to make room. So here, we've got a box. And the reason I separated these from what's in this box from what's on my shelf is because these are all from the original Skylander game. Skylander Sparrow's Adventures.
After the fire ones, we can do this.
We'll do this first.
Okay.
So the main reason for the tripod, which I'm using today to record with, is so I can record some of my PS3 stuff. Because the equipment to live stream on my PS3 is altogether about $100. And I went and got a tripod instead, and we're going to test run that hopefully here soon. But I'm going to set it up on a table and basically zoom it in on the table, or on the TV, and try and live stream or record some of my PS3 stuff. So, you know, in here we've got all sorts of elements, like this one is the death.
And also this is death too.
So here's another death guy. Here's a dragon.
And let me get out the sky one too.
And this guy here is a tech. And the way you can tell a tech is if you look on this platform, he's got a bunch of gears and stuff that he's standing on. And then also on the bottom, let's see if I can get it without it glaring up on me. Okay, you can kind of see it there. There's a gear on the bottom of him too.
And this is sky.
Same with the death ones. They're all standing on a skull. And if you look on the bottom, there's a skull. And then this one here, which my son's trying to hand me, is air. She's riding around on a cushion of air, or a cloud. And also on the bottom there, you see the swirly mark that makes up the air. And then here's a magic guy, the element of magic. And if you look on this platform, he's standing on a bunch of magical runes.
Why are those runes?
And then on the bottom is a star that represents, I'm trying to get it out of the glare so you can see it, where there's a star on the bottom there that represents magic. Okay, so we've done death, air, tech, magic.
But we didn't do fire.
I'm looking. Okay. So here is a fire, and he's just standing on fire. And also on the bottom of him, there's a flame. And that represents the fire element. Every one of these guys are created in the image of an element. And so this guy here is life. You see he's standing on a bunch of leaves. And on the bottom, there's a leaf on the bottom of his platform that represents him as life. Now, who are we missing? We're missing the earth right here. Okay, so this guy here, this is an earth element. And you can see he's standing on a rock. And on the bottom, you see his emblem is also like
crystals he's also standing on.
And he's standing on a mountain, which represents earth. Or, yeah, earth. Now, are we missing any so far? We've done fire.
We did water.
Oh, water. Yep. Okay, is this guy water? Okay, so here we got the water. See, he's just standing on water. And then his emblem looks kind of like a teardrop or a raindrop or basically a drop of water. So that's how the game works. Is it works by
Let's do the rest of these.
the elements.
Let's do the rest of them.
And here, I'll just give you a sneak peek at some of the other guys that are in here, like this guy here.
And the earth dragon.
Yeah. And then this guy, he's a magic.
He's a baby magic dragon. It's Spyro.
And then here's a mechanical dragon. He's tech.
His name is Destroy the City.
I don't think that's his name. And then here's a land shark. He's a shark, but he's part of the earth element.
He doesn't go underwater.
Okay, we're only going to show a couple more of these, and then we need to move on to some of the other Skylander stuff. If not, this video will be super long. So we're going to try and whip through these real quick. So this guy's another life. Oh, here's another tech guy.
And not about Spyro.
Oh, yes. You can't forget the guy who basically brought this game to life, which is Spyro the Dragon. That's where Skylanders came from, by the original games that were named after Spyro.
Pod.
Spyro's Adventures.
That's Rock Pod. Also.
And that's a water guy. So we're not gonna bore you with what else is left in this box.
Here's another Spyro we can put in.
No, come on.
Maybe two Spyros.
So let's get these back in here. And then we will move on to the giants.
Oh. Right. Here's some giants on the bottom too.
Yep. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and move on to the giants. My son's going to get down there and grab some of these giants for us. Okay, so the giants came after Skylanders, Spyro's Adventures, which were in that box. Like I said, all the ones that were in the box were the 30 original Skylanders that were set for Spyro's Adventures. Now these are what they call giants, and like I said, they came after Spyro's Adventures. So as you can see, they're a lot bigger. Let me get a regular Skylander to show you. Okay, so as you can see, they are a lot bigger than the original Skylanders, hence their name, giants. So this is, like I said, giants. So there's one of them. Don't have nearly as many giants as I do all the other stuff. Got me a ton of what they call tree rexes, which is what came with giants. This guy. So I've got probably about 4 of these brown guys, and then I also have a special blue one too, which I'll show it to you.
And here's the white one.
Yep. And then there's another giant sporting his huge hammer. And then this one my son wanted to just show you, which is a whale. Obviously he's of the water element. He's holding a hook. And he uses it in the game. He'll swing it around and he'll hit things. And let's see here. What else do we got down there?
Nothing.
Right there.
Here's some of them.
We don't need, okay. We don't need all the tree rexes because we got so many of them. And then here's the blue tree rex that I was telling you about. Here, grab some of these other guys that we don't have.
Let's make those ones web.
So there's the blue tree rex.
Here.
And then there's this guy who is a robot.
Then here.
And then this guy was a special Halloween version of, what's his name? Oh no, this isn't the Halloween one. This is the eyeball giant. His, there, that's the one I need. Okay, so this was a special Halloween version of the eyeball guy. But unfortunately, when you bring him into the game, he doesn't have the pumpkin head. He has the eyeball head. And then here's another ninja one. Different color. So like I said, I don't have nearly as many of the giants as I did everything else. So yeah, you can see they're kind of the same thing, just different color. So let's go ahead and take these guys back here on the shelf again.
Also, the third ones are...
Okay, so in line of the games, you have Skylanders.
Trap Masters.
No, hold on. Okay, so you have Skylanders, Spyro's Adventures, which is the first one. Then you had Giants. And then after Giants came the Swap Force.
Oh. But we always did the Swap Force, right?
Yep. Okay, so after Swap Force came...
With?
Trap Force, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Trap Force. Trap Force come next. And all of them, you could tell the difference. I'm reaching back here to get some more. This is how you knew
They are not Trap
they
Force.
were Trap Force.
They're actually the guys with the crystal.
Yes. All their weapons and all their stuff have these big, huge crystals.
They're called Trap Masters.
They're called Trap Masters, yep. So, these guys here with all these crystal weapons, I've got almost all of them. You can see every one of these are what they call the trap force.
And this one doesn't have any weapons.
Yes, he does. See, there's another one.
These are his weapons.
Let me see here.
His arms are his weapons. Let's get the brand new ones out.
Hold on. Okay, so here's another one. It's got a couple of hammers.
Yeah.
Now, this guy right here is what comes with the trap team. So I've got probably about 6 of these guys.
But one was broken.
This one is a special holiday one. Let's see here. I also have, the light one, and this one that you saw a few minutes ago is the dark element. They added 2 elements into the trap team, which was light and dark. So that's the light, and that's the dark. And on the bottom of him, the dark has a moon. And on the bottom of the light has a sun. Also, instead of trying to get down there, we'll just reach up here. The game uses traps, which you use to trap the enemies. Okay, so its platform, I think I might have a platform here. Yep, okay. So, this right here is the platform that you use for trap team. And what you would do is you take these traps, and when you go to trap an enemy, you put them right in there. Anybody who doesn't know how these games work, you take your character, you sit it on the platform, and basically it morphs it into the game. So you have this person you use in the game. So, yeah. So anytime you want to trap an enemy, you put it in there. After you defeated the enemy, then you can use trap, and then it traps them in that thing. And that one right there, that one's a death one. These are just a few I had here on top. That one's a magic. And that one's another death. So that's how those work. That's why it's called trap team. Because basically every time you beat one of the enemies, you would trap them in the crystal.
Small ones, like the elements of it. Elements.
Calm down. We'll get to that later. We've got other ones that we got to get through first, or this is going to be a really long video. So we don't want to make it a really long video, do we?
Let's do the superchargers.
We're going to get to the superchargers. You're right. Now,
is superchargers next?
Yep, superchargers will be next. If you give me a moment to sticking these back on the shelf, so I don't make my table a huge mess here.
Comes after Trapmasters is superchargers. It comes after.
Oh yes, we'll get to that. Give me just
Nothing comes
more moments.
after this one.
So yes, what my son is talking about is the game that came after Trap Team was what they called superchargers. I don't know if I have a supercharger platform. Yes, I do.
It's all the way over there too.
No, we have one here. So superchargers introduced vehicles into the game. Honestly, it was not the best Skylander game that they made. The vehicles are kind of hard to control at times. Because of the way they set up the camera. You can't go inside the car, which would probably have made it a lot easier. But that's the platform that came with superchargers. You can see the engine and flames coming off the engine. Kind of a cool idea. And then I'm going to send my son down here to get some of these superchargers. Can you grab some of them for us?
I got the Skylander ones. They were new.
Okay. Can you grab some of the vehicles now?
All the new ones too.
Okay. So, like I said, they introduced vehicles into it. So like this guy right here, that's a helicopter.
Not a new Skylander.
So, give me just a couple of minutes, okay? I'll send you after a couple more. So, that one's a helicopter, and you can kind of see it's of the earth element because it's made it's of life because it's made of leaves and all that stuff. We don't have his pilot, do we?
Yes, we do. It was the life one we have.
No. Okay, and then this right here, this is a driver. And you can see because they're all standing on a motor. That's how you know that they're part of the supercharger team. As the ones that can drive the vehicles are standing on these engines. Most of them came together with vehicles. Some of them, I don't have their vehicles. Like this guy here, right here. He goes with this vehicle, which is an air vehicle. I'm pretty sure that's an air vehicle. And he's of the magic element. So that was the guy that came with that vehicle as a set. And then let's see here.
We don't have his vehicle.
We don't have his vehicle. Okay. So this is another guy that was a driver. We don't have his vehicle.
Do my guy.
Hold on. Now this vehicle here came with this guy. Okay, and they're of the air element. So those guys came together. Let's see here. What else do we have here? Oh, I've got this thing, which I don't have the driver for.
No, this is the driver, but it's
Okay.
not one.
So that one there, that's just a land vehicle. And like I said, I do not have the driver for that. But you don't have to have the driver for that specific vehicle. Any one of these guys can drive any one of these vehicles. So there's another guy. And then let's see here. There are some special case vehicles that you have to have the Wii version to use them. Because they didn't incorporate them into the PlayStation versions. Because of the characters that drive them are Nintendo. So they didn't do that. So we're going to retrieve a couple of those vehicles to show you. So that would have been what?
Fun.
That one?
Yeah.
And this one, right?
And these Skylanders too.
No.
Why not?
I just need Donkey Kong. There we go. Okay.
We don't have a Skylander.
So the two that I have that were those special case ones is Donkey Kong and his vehicle. And like I said, unfortunately, you have to have the Wii version of the game to be able to use this guy. Also, we have Bowser as well.
He's evil.
Yeah, he's a bad guy. And him as well. You've got to have the Wii version of Superchargers to be able to use these two guys. Because it's Nintendo and PlayStation, and Nintendo has always been Mario and whatnot. So therefore, they did not put them in the game. Like I said, I'm not going to show you every single one that we have because it would take too long. So next thing we're going to show you, is we're going to show you some of the special levels that you can get to use in the games. So give me a moment here to put some of these guys back.
But don't put them back. Put them.
No, come on. We're going to show them some of those stuff up there on top.
Oh. The Soxers are saying they want to go back.
Alrighty, let me see here. Where's the crystal guy? Oh. And then we got this guy and this guy. This guy. Okay. Let me get these ones put back. Can you get down there and put that back for me?
My hand is too small.
Well, kneel down.
I will break the portal.
You won't. Here, take Donkey Kong. Okay, we're almost done. Here, we're putting these away. Okay, and unfortunately, to accurately be able to play this game, you will have to spend a lot of money on this game. I got lucky. A friend of mine decided he no longer wanted to play Skylanders anymore. And him and his wife gave me most of what you see here behind me. I had some to begin with, but not a lot. What you see here behind me is probably about $1,000, if not more, dollars worth of Skylanders. And they were given to me because he didn't want to play with them anymore. He got them so him and his son could play, but his sons couldn't get into it. And my son loves it. He will play for hours and hours just playing Skylanders. So for us, it was a good investment. And I just recently spent probably about $70 adding some more to my collection of a guy that was selling stuff that he wasn't going to play anymore for the exact same reason that he got it so him and his son would play, but his son never got into it, so he decided to sell it all. So, as I was saying, we're going to show you some of the special trophies, special levels, and stuff that you can buy to get with this game as well.
What's that level?
This is just a trophy. Okay. So I'm going to reach up there because I'm a bit taller. And don't want Hunter having to climb on stuff to get up there to grab the stuff.
What level is this? What level is this?
You know what level that is. We'll show that to them in a minute. Okay, so we're not going to grab everything down. We'll just show you some of them. Because like I said, if I showed you everything, we'd be here for over an hour.
Let me get that last level. What?
This?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alrighty, so we'll start out with some of these special levels that you can use in Trap Force.
What's this one?
I don't know. Okay, so we're missing one. Was it the... Oh, it was the mirror. Okay, so what we have here are some levels that you can use in Trap Force. This one is the mirror.
Yeah, it's
Basically,
scary.
when you go into it, it's reversed. In the game, the trolls, are they the trolls or the goblins? The goblins are good, and then the people that help you are evil, and it's just like who's this guy?
Evilon.
Well, before he becomes Evilon. When he's good. Who is he?
I can't remember.
Okay, so he turns into Evilon in this mirror level. So basically, it's like it's a mirror. It's the opposite of what you were playing in the game. The good guys become the bad guys, and the bad guys become the good guys. Just like Flynn becomes Evil Flynn in the mirror. And this is the light tower. And it's a whole level. You stick it on the platform, it reses the level in, and then you go there and you play it. And then we've got...
And the white evil monster. The monster is evil.
And then we got the dark tower.
The guy is very fast.
Yep. And then we also have the clock tower.
And that evil bird is in there.
Yup. I told you my son plays this game. And then we have some other stuff. I'm not sure if they're just trophies or what.
There are not trophies.
Well, I've never found the level. So we've got that one.
That's called Ice Break Island.
Ice Break Island.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one is called Scary Island.
I don't think that's the actual name. I think that's what my son's coming up with. So, there's that one.
That's my favorite level.
And then
Scary
you have
Island.
the Sheep Creek portal.
And it has the evil giant sheep creep. That's the scary guy.
And then we have this, which looks like a gargoyle.
Not all those monsters.
And then a pirate ship.
There's that one was named Country.
Okay, and then these here, these are boosts. These give you special abilities in the game. Like there's an anvil. There's a shield. Set across swords. There's a magic bottle. And then also we've got a cannon here.
To help you fight monsters.
Yes, when you res it in, it's a cannon. It follows you. It helps you fight enemies, and so on and so forth.
And also that one up there.
Which one? This guy?
Yeah.
And then, according to my son, that one helps you too. It follows you around. So that's just kind of a look into Skylanders. And you see up here, we've got our fire elements, and they're just all guys that fight with fire, and that's their element. Up here. So there's just a few up there. And then we've got the earth element right here, which is a shark. He's standing on a rock, and you know, all of these. And there's even some minis here that we have. Like this guy, he's a little mini. And you can see he's a lot smaller than the
After the
Okay, and then down here we've got death. Down here where you can't really see is water. And you can see in like here's
minis come after.
Here's a bunch of those alligators that I was telling you that I had. Over here behind my chair where you can't see is our tech. And you can see there's some guys there. There's a guy that's writing on a bomb. And actually, come to find out, this guy is in Swap Force. So he can be used in Swap Force.
Daddy?
And then, let's see. Hold on, let me finish up. We're almost done. And then down here, we got some life. Otherwise, there's Stanley, that's Stealth Elf. A Christmas special guy.
That one comes after this.
Okay. And then here's Magic. And then here's another little mini.
The minis?
And then there's another, that's another Spyro Dragon, but that's a black Spyro the Dragon. Let's see here. And then we've got our air. And here's a few guys from the air elements. And then there. So this video is actually starting to go on about 40 minutes. And if anybody's looking up there and I don't know if you can see up that high, probably not. This is not Skylanders. This is just something I got when I went to Universal Studios.
No, that is Skylanders.
No.
Look at the dragon thing.
This is a Tri-Wizards tournament thing. It's just something cool that I wanted to get. Don't. And it lights up at the base, and it was just something kind of cool that I got.
Wow.
Because my wife really wanted to go to Hogwarts when we were at Universal Studios, and she got, her and my daughter both, oh, it's already open, got wands. This is, I guess, Hermione's wand, and I'm not
When I got
I'm not
there,
100% sure which one my daughter got, but she also Malfoy's, I believe, is the one that she got.
I just got a stuffed animal dino.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe my daughter got Malfoy's wand. But so that's kind of a little short look into what we have in Skylanders. As you can see, there is a lot that I didn't even touch base on, a lot that I didn't show. Because as I said before, we would be here for at least an hour, hour and a half, just showing you all of the Skylanders that we have. And I think for viewers it would get boring if I did that. So, until we see each other again, whether it be good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, bye-bye.